Hey guys, so I was doing some thrifting recently and I ended up finding quite a few good finds. Also ended up with some old Furbies to restore at the same time, so I thought I would just put this in a video together. I did film me looking at some thrift stores. Some really good finds here, like this old pink Celestia toy and the cupcake pony. They also had some like doll accessory sets. I think this is like a Chelsea set or something. And they have some dolls in here, nothing that I'm looking for, but always gotta look through them just in case. This Barbie was cute though. I kind of regret not getting this mini Our Generation doll. She's actually pretty cute, but I didn't end up getting her. And then this was at a market that we went to. I think it was the next day. I like going to markets. You never know what you might find. Had some cute Barbies in here, but nothing that I was looking for. It's in Rainbow Highs. I don't often see Rainbow Highs for sale, so that's cool. I don't know if I would pay $15 though. And then I found some ponies, Potion Nova and G3 Pinkie Pie for $2. I thought that was actually a good deal. And there's some other little things too. This stall had some really cool vintage Barbies. I really liked that one on the top with that blue dress, but they didn't have a price on them and I didn't end up getting any, but they were really cool looking Barbies. Got a Mycene doll too, and they had this like old Barbie furniture as well, which is super cute, but nothing was priced, so I don't like asking for prices. And a Diva Stars doll. Okay, I've had some really good pony thrifting finds over this past just couple of days actually. So I've already cleaned these two because I found these two a couple of days ago. I found Cupcake, G4 Cupcake. This is one of the really early My Little Pony G4 figures, and these ones are actually really hard to find. I have a few from this line, but I did not have Cupcake. Now I have her. I've never owned this one before, so she's super cute. She actually has the same color palette to Sky Wishes. Very, very cute pony. Same with this Celestia. This is one of the really early pink Celestias. I've never owned one of these pink ones, so now I have one. So she doesn't really look a lot like Celestia, but she's still cool. I kind of like that she looks different to the other Celestias. Came in this bag with a bunch of rarities. We have a McDonald's rarity who's pretty faded looking. And then we have two of these ones. This one's the like movie reboot style rarity. This is one of the earlier ones. I like how they did her hair, it's quite cute. I already have these rarities, so I'm just probably gonna redonate these. But then, yesterday, I found 2 bags of pony stuff at the markets, and these are some good finds. So this is the first bag I found. It has Potion Nova in it. That's really the main reason I got it. I've actually been looking for Potion Nova. So we've got a G3 Pinkie Pie. This one's actually really cute. I do like G3 ponies, so yeah, I will be keeping this one. She's really cute. We got Potion Nova from Pony Life. I really wanted her because she is like a new character they had in Pony Life. Pony Life isn't super well liked, so not a lot of people collect them, but I do, and I recently made a video about Pony Life, so good timing. There's also some Pony Life in here. There's also a few bootlegs in here, but I could see a Big Pony Life Fluttershy, Big Pony Life Pinkie Pie, and Sea Pony Pinkie Pie, also one that I really wanted, so some good finds in here. This one has a McDonald's Fluttershy, and we have a few bootlegs in here. G1 knockoffs maybe? They're kind of cute. I kind of like this one. I do have a few bootlegs. We got a G3 bootleg. Doesn't have a cutie mark. This one's pretty bad. Then we have this Fluttershy in here. This is reboot movie style Fluttershy. She has all these ribbons in her hair. I've not owned this one before. So I'll probably keep this one. The reboot one's a little bit harder to fix their hair because they have like bad hair quality. And then we have some big Pony Life ponies. These ones have tinsel in their hair. Cute! I've been wanting more Pony Life in my collection. This might have been the kind of fashion style ones that came with some hair accessories. Maybe. And we got Sea Pony Pinkie Pie. Super cute. I've been meaning to get all the Man 6 sea ponies because I don't have all of them. Yeah, Pinkie Pie's sea pony form is actually one that I don't have, so finally have her now. Cute. But I do want to wash all these, clean up their hair and stuff, so I am going to do that. But also, I also found this Pinkie Pie recently. And this Pinkie Pie is kind of special to me because I actually had this one as a kid. I was very tomboy growing up, so I didn't really like ponies or dolls or anything until I got older. Like, it wasn't until I was like 11 or 12 I started getting into My Little Pony and dolls as well. But I actually got this Pinkie Pie as a kid for Christmas once, and I remember I didn't like it. It kind of freaked me out, I think. I thought she was a bit scary looking as a kid, so I didn't really like it. But I still did end up playing with it at some point, but my parents ended up like selling it or something because I didn't like it. But I found this one, it was only $1. She was really dirty. I have cleaned her up a little bit, but she still has some more cleaning to do. I haven't been able to clean up the marks on her face yet, but I did clean her body, but honestly it's still dirty. I might actually have to clean her again. I did actually like take off her plush body and washed it, but I actually might do that again and maybe put some anti-stain stuff in there because her hoof looks like a little bit stained. Also, I have not tested her, so I have no idea if she actually works or not, so I will find out later. But also, I got given a bunch of old Furbies recently. Me and my partner were away on holiday and like seeing his family and stuff, and while we were there, his sister actually gave me her late mother's Furby collection because she knew that I collect Furbies and stuff and like Furbies. So she gave me all these Furbies. I'm so excited to clean them up. And they do need to be cleaned up because they were like just like in a box or something. But we have these two. These are the 2005 Furbies. These are actually probably like my favorite Furby design, and I've never actually owned any of these ones before. But as a kid, I did have one of the baby versions of these. That was actually my first ever Furby I had as a kid. And I'm still hoping to get one of those at some point because I don't have my old one anymore. I'm not sure what happened to it. But I have these two now. I love these ones so much. They look like little creatures. I love the 2005 Furbies. But they do need to be cleaned up, so I am going to do that. There's some like stains and stuff. But they're in pretty good shape considering like they're so old, and usually these ones have pretty bad beaks. Like their beaks kind of disintegrate as they age, but these ones are still intact, so I'm hoping I can just clean them up and still use them. Hopefully they will not like break or anything, but I know that that's a common thing. People usually have to replace the like mouth skin piece. I love them. I'm so excited. Also this one, this is one of the earliest Furbies. Actually, I haven't looked up what this one's called. I think this one might be the giraffe one though. These Furbies were all like themed off different animals. I have the like frog one, but yeah, it still has like this tag, and it still even has the little cardboard tag. Super cool. And also a Shelby. I never thought I'd ever own a Shelby. I can't believe it. This is the ladybug themed Shelby. So freaking cool. I have no idea if any of these work, by the way, but even if they don't work, that doesn't bother me because it's just cool for me to have these. But I will test them later on, see if they work. Hopefully there's not any batteries in there, otherwise they'll probably be corroded by now. I don't know how I'm going to wash this one. I guess it probably just needs to be wiped down with some like antibacterial wipes or something like that. So I am going to clean all these in this video. I have restored old Furbies before. Like, I've never restored any of these ones before, so I'm hoping it will be as easy as these ones are. I have restored a few of like these Furbies before. You can quite easily remove their skin and then wash their skin separately. So I'm probably going to do that with all of these. I imagine it's probably quite easy on these, hopefully. Because the older ones are actually quite easier to do than the newer ones. I was thinking maybe I'll just wipe them down with some wet wipes to clean them, but I think these need a proper clean, so I am going to take off their skin and actually wash them. And this is another thing that they gave me. This is an old Furry Friends baby. Got a little Furry Friends tag. This one actually still works. I thought maybe it was meant to be like a little like puppy, like a newborn puppy, but I think maybe it's a polar bear because of the little tail. I don't know, but it's so cute. I love Furry Friends, by the way. I just love animatronic toys, so I feel so honored to have been given all these Furbies, and I'm going to take good care of them and clean them up, so let's do that. So first I started with Pinky Body, Plush Body. It's quite easy to do with this one. They just have like a zip tie, you clip off, and then you can just pull her body off. And there is just one like wire in her like hand that you have to take out. Also, sorry if the camera angles are a bit weird. I just find like the easiest way to do it is to like hold it between my legs. It's easier to do it on my lap than it is to do it on my desk. And then you get this horrifying robot pony. And these 2005 Furbies were actually a little bit harder to open up than the usual Furbies. You had to unscrew their feet and stuff, which was just a bit difficult because it was a really specific triangle shaped screw. I didn't have the right size for it, but I managed to just use like a thick screw to get it off. Also, I did watch a video to help me like along the way of doing this, so I'm gonna link that video I watched down below of someone else like opening up their Furby, because I wanted to make sure to do it like correctly. I mean, it actually was pretty straightforward. It's honestly just like clipping off where they've sewed the body onto like the Furby face. So I just trim that as I go, and it just like slides off pretty easily. And also I did have to take out some stitches on the back of the Furby to take the skin off. Just gotta be careful because their ears are quite delicate. Look at our creature! And then I start with the other one. These actually had different components, like their feet were attached differently. And the regular Furby is a lot easier. All you need to do is cut off the zip tie around its body, and then you can just take the skin off. Some stitches to undo, but yeah. So first I filled up a bucket with dish liquid and put the skins in there. You know, move them around and stuff. After that, I put them in a bucket of like nappy sand, clothes powder, and I also put some anti-stain stuff onto the body of the pony one because it was a little bit stained. After this, I did put them through the washing machine. I put them in a pillowcase and put it on a delicate setting, and then I also dried it the same way. Then I went to clean the beaks. I wanted to be very careful because the beaks are quite delicate. But I just used some rubbing alcohol on like a Q-tip or a makeup pad and just rubbed off the dirt, and it worked super well. Pinkie Pie gets her body back. You just have to put a zip tie through where the old one was, and it just goes right around her neck. And then I'm trying to clean her, but that dirt was hard to get off. I ended up having to use a magic eraser to actually get it off. Then I had to reattach the Furbies, which took a while because these screws on the feet, man, are so annoying. That's really the only hard part, is that the screws were really weird, but it's very easy to just put the body back on and just make sure you put the ears and the little hair piece where it's meant to go. Sorry I didn't show it like super clearly. This isn't really meant to be a tutorial video. Again, I'll link the video that I watched if you want like a tutorial. Then I just have to sew the back up. I used a ladder stitch, which makes it like invisible on toys. And then for the pieces that were originally sewn onto the face, I just hot glued them back on, and that worked really well for me. You could probably sew them back on if you wanted to, but I feel like that just takes a lot of time, and honestly, gluing it back on works perfectly. There was that little piece of fur in between their eyes that came off both of them that I had to glue back on. The Shelby one was the hardest to clean. It was actually pretty dirty. You can see that the wet wipe turns like yellow and brown. I think it actually is like smoking stain, like stain from cigarettes. And then I brushed the Furby's fur with a pet brush, which works wonders for plush toys. And this is my favorite part, is brushing them, because then they look so nice and soft and you can really see how clean they look. Okay, Shelby has some batteries in. I've tried to wake him up. Apparently turning them upside down can wake them up and opening their shell. But nothing's happening. I mean, since this part's already a bit broken, I wasn't expecting it to work, to be honest. This one was also the hardest to clean because with these ones, you know, I could take their fur off, clean their fur separately. This one's a bit different. I just wiped it with some antibacterial wipes, and I also used a little bit of rubbing alcohol to get some of the tough dirt off. It looks like it might be a little bit moldy over here. Even though I did try to get this off with rubbing alcohol, it did not come off. So I'm not sure. It could just be the plastic kind of disintegrating over time, because this did fall apart actually even more. Some more pieces fell off this. It's quite like more pieces just kind of come off. So yeah, this one doesn't seem to be working at the moment, but that could be something I can fix later. Maybe I need to open this baby up, fix some wires or something. But Shelby is looking a lot cleaner now, so that's nice. So let's try these batteries on a different Furby. Look how nice this one turned out though. Look how clean it turned out. I didn't even realize that this one was that dirty until after cleaning it. You can see how bright the yellow is now. Actually, set up my lights. There we go, that's better. Alright, let's see if you will work. I'm just glad that the battery compartment is not like corroded or anything, because I have had that happen before. Alright, are you gonna work for us? Let's see, I don't remember how to wake up this one. Really hope one of these ones works. Ew, ew. Hey. Oh man, this one looks freaky. Ew. Don't know what he's saying. Let's see if your friend here works as well. It's kind of freaky how real these ones look. Like the eyes and the like mouth like look so real. That's why I like them. Oh no! Oh no! We've got battery corrosion here. Uh-oh. Oh, that's bad. This is why you don't leave batteries and things. That's actually pretty dangerous. So I'm gonna safely get rid of this. Damn, that sucks. Sometimes what can happen is they can expand while they're still in here and just completely like blow up and ruin the whole thing. You can like clean it up and then put fresh batteries in and try again. Like you can fix it, but it's quite like deep in there, the corrosion, so it's gonna be a little bit of work to get rid of that. It could actually be worse. Honestly, it's not too bad, but make sure when you're done with toys with batteries and you're not going to use them for a while, just take the batteries out. This also looks like really disturbing. Oh my god. Maybe I can fix this. Like I think people can, if you just like clean all the rust off, but you can see it's kind of got that green corrosion too. I don't know. There are ways of cleaning it and repairing it, but that can be something I do later on. Sorry about your friend here. Is this like traumatizing to him, seeing his friend be opened up? He looks absolutely baked. I love him. Aww, just like. Okay, now let's see if this thing works. My face is still dirty. I have tried washing it with some rubbing alcohol, but honestly I need a magic eraser and I still haven't gone around to buying another one. I think that will help with getting rid of a lot of this dirt. But she looks much better. I mean, she was actually in really bad shape when I first got her. I had to wash her twice, so I should have taken a photo of when I first got her, because she was like just like dark grey pretty much. She was like really dirty. So I don't know if this one will work. Let's find out. Hopefully there's not some batteries already in there. Oh no. No! Okay, this one's pretty bad. I've never seen this brand of batteries before. I'm gonna take these out outside because I'm kind of scared it's gonna like explode or something. Oh wow, it's like crystallized. Look at it. It's like actual crystallized. That's kind of crazy. No wonder I was struggling to get it off. It's fucking crystallized shut. So here's what it's looking like in there. Yeah. Pretty gross this one is. Not sure if this one would be fixable because it's pretty bad, but I mean, when I do buy like animatronic things to fix up, I don't usually like use them. I don't usually keep batteries in them. I will use them once to see if they work, and then I'll put them like on display on a shelf, you know what I mean? So like I don't have to have ones that are working, you know what I mean? But it's just an extra bonus when you do have one that does work. If I remember correctly though, this toy was like a walking toy, so you help her walk, like you hold her front hooves, and I guess does she move her legs? I don't know. But there's a button on her hoof. She like would walk or something, I don't know. And also you can feed her and stuff, and she'd react to that. So it's pretty cute. I think she's super adorable. Even though I was kind of scared of her as a kid, I like her now. And I've really enjoyed cleaning up these Furbies. These two look amazing. Like, how do I wake you up? Oh.
Hey, what?
He's so chill, dude. I love how chill these guys look. They're so cool. Ooh, they're kind of freaky though. The mouth is so expressive. This one's mouth is a lot more damaged than that one, but still, they aren't too bad considering their age.
Wait, no.
Now this little furry friend, I have tried cleaning it with some wipes and stuff, and I think it does look a little bit cleaner. It's still not perfect though. I did try to take off the skin for this one, but it was a lot harder. It's like attached to the face and stuff, and I didn't want to damage any of the, like the mouth area and all that, so I decided not to remove the skin. I might just have to keep wiping it with some wet wipes, maybe like a damp cloth maybe. Wow. Thank you for that. That was beautiful. Also, I reverse image searched this Furby. This one's called the Lizard. This color palette is called Lizard. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what lizard it's meant to be. To be honest, maybe it's like a bearded dragon. I don't know. Like maybe the colors are similar to that. This one's the frog color palette Furby. And so now we also have the Lizard. Cute! I'm gonna have to make these new Furbies some like necklaces. Okay, just look at Luna right now. Look. She's so cute. Okay, so I've also cleaned up the ponies that I found at the market. So all of their manes and stuff have been washed and conditioned and dried overnight. So they're looking much better now. I found a small piece of a magic eraser, so I used that on her face, and it looks so much better now. Look at how much it got off. So good. She looks so much better now. I love magic erasers. You should be careful because a magic eraser is basically like kind of like sandpaper, but it's very, very fine. So it can remove like paint and stuff if you're not careful. Clean this one up a little bit more. I think it looks even better. So I'm just gonna keep doing that. So I hope you guys like this video. I just thought it'd be fun to show you guys some recent, you know, toy finds and also clean up these Furbies that I was given. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know if you found any cool recent toy finds lately. I would love to hear what you found, and I'll see you guys in the next video.